Were you able to participate in the challenge?
Yes, yep. I
Okay.
did the fans and I posted them and I did the different steps. I actually added them to my shop, Etsy shop and everything.
Woo, woo. Go ahead, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me see. Let me close that out. Let me go home. Uh-oh. YouTube. So, have that. Make this big. And I got 1 minute to find out if I am on YouTube or not. Let me see. This is my first time from Zoom to Facebook. Said that they was going to start deleting videos in July, but they actually started doing them in March. So I was trying to find a new way that things would stay up for people that will be joining later to watch. So I am live on YouTube, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Facebook said that they was going to start deleting videos in July. They actually started doing them in March. So I was trying to find a new way that things would stay up for people that will be joining later to watch. So I am live. Yeah. I can't see you got to turn light on. I'm live on the crack.
Me second F. Might have to go for and find it. You say it covered red like I ain't got no power.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm be on here. Okay, ladies. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull up first of all. Did you all have any issues, any questions, anything with the challenge that you wanted me to go a little bit more in depth on? Any issues, challenges, questions that you ladies had throughout the week?
No, it just gave me a little push to do. I just got to do more follow through and do the because I design all day long. It's the posting and putting it on my site and things like that. So I know that's just different things I just got to work on.
Gotcha. So, is it Sharon or Sharon? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Did you have any issues, questions, anything about the challenge?
It's Sharon. Mine was probably the same as the lady that spoke before. I do great at designing, but as far as posting and different things like that, I just have to get better at it.
Okay, so ladies, y'all you designed your product. You gotten to the part where you are ready to I think you said you have already posted yours on your site, but have you gotten to the part where you're ready to list it? Have you got it listed, Sharon?
No, I haven't. And can I ask a question?
Oh yeah, go ahead. That's what it's all about.
Okay. My like I said, I can design and but I'm always a little apprehensive of posting because of not not being sure that I've upscaled it enough that if somebody downloads it, then it, looks the way it's supposed to. And so that's kind of where I have thousands of designs. It's just like, I've actually bought some before from other people that when I downloaded, they were totally distorted. And so I didn't want to run into that, and I wasn't sure how to make sure that, that's right.
So when you download or when you use your designs for yourself, how are you using them for sublimation or print on demand?
I've done a couple of print on demands. I've done a couple of sublimations, and they came out okay, but I would have liked for them to be a little sharper. Uh, I use, excuse me, mostly Mid-Journey, and mostly Mid-Journey. I've kind of messed around a little bit with Chat GPT, but
Mhm.
I've been using Mid-Journey for, a couple of years, and the designs look fine. But like you said, when I got ready to download them to be able to sublimate them, I didn't know whether it was in the actual image or something. Sublimation has so many moving parts to it, the ink, the this, the that. So after that, I thought I definitely don't want to sell one to somebody else that when they downloaded it, it wasn't as sharp and clear.
I got you.
Hmm.
So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how I would do it in Canva. I do play with Midjourney a little bit, creating my designs. So I'll show you in Canva how to upload it and choosing the best quality for the image. And then how I can normally test it is sometimes I'll try to upload it to my print on demand store. And then if you all have used Printify before, it would tell you whether the image is in good quality or not. Normally, what I try to tell people, even if I download my image in a PNG with Printify, sometimes it's still a little blurry, but if I upload it as a SVG, it says it's crystal clear. So I'll just show you in Canva very quickly how I upscale my images in Canva. And I have another website that someone else told me about, and I'm gonna go through my phone and see if I can find that, and I'll drop that in the group as well as another resource or another option that you can use as well. So let me. Okay, can y'all see Canva?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go to my computer and I'm gonna upload something I've probably been working on recently or have done.
Do you do most of your designs in Canva or do you do like Photoshop?
I use Chat GPT. The ones that I do create, I use Chat GPT. I will sometimes, and I'll show you with this one if I can. I'll use remove.bg to remove the background from it, or I can remove it in Canva. Remove.bg kind of gives me a better quality, but Canva sometimes it kind of distorts the picture. It kind of it takes away too much from it sometimes. So between either one of those is what I use to remove the background.
So you do your images in ChatGPT, bring it over to Canva, and then design around it.
Yes, ma'am.
So what steps? Like I play around with ChatGPT. Like what trainings do you do to like better yourself into ChatGPT so you can get clear more? Like as I see some really nice things that sometimes I could play around and I'd be like, oh, okay. But then it's like the thinking process. I know they say just talk to it and but do you just keep playing around with it?
Yes. So you will see a lot of people online that give out prompts, which is fine. I'm good with prompts. But my only thing with prompts is what I had to learn about ChatGPT particularly is you have to train it. You have to talk like if sometimes you guys see my content and the wording of it, sometimes it's me, but most of the time that's AI talking to like me because I have told it like, hey, this is my tone, this is my brand, this is how I talk. I talk in this verbiage, I talk urban, I talk this way. So it won't sound like a robot. So really just for me doing that over the years, and then if it mess up, I tell them, hey, you got off track somewhere, let's get back. That's not my tone. So it pretty much knows how I talk. And that's the same way with the images. I tell it to, I just go off the top of my mind. I mean, prompts are okay, but what a girl taught me was, especially when I'm creating t-shirt mock-ups, she said, describe your mock-up how you want yourself to look on your best day. So today I look like a rag doll. But on my best day, I'm going to say, hey, my hair is sleek and fleek, it's curly, it has ombre color. Hey, I have a crew neck or white t-shirt on, ripped jeans, ripped pants, Nike shoes. I'm adorned in accessories. I'm holding a laptop. I'm holding a cell phone. I just pretty much describe it how I would want to look on my best day. And with that, I will upload my image and say, hey, put this on the front of that t-shirt as a mock-up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I just was been reading on different things, and I was like, oh, it can just do the mock-up for you too. Because usually I've been downloading it and then, put it on the mock-up. But I didn't try it. But I seen, I'm always around trying. Like I've been trying to teach myself Photoshop. I, kind of taught myself chat Canva because people can tell you different stuff until I'm more of a hands-on, watch it, see it. Like I got to do it. That's just like I got my website, so I got my stand store, and I got my Shopify and all that stuff, but I had somebody to do it. But part of me feel like I need to know it. And so that's why I'm like leery on the different things like that, because I'm teaching myself those things too, because you can't keep going back to somebody or you can't go to nobody. I feel like I got to know it myself and understand it myself.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things, especially for me, when I moved out of physical crafting into digital crafting about 3-4 years ago. I had a lot of people and mentors that was always like digital products. And I'm like, what is that? And so when I was very interested in it, I got lost in it because like you said, I had to build everything or learn everything on my own. So I know the struggle in wanting to do this, but hey, the images, the mock-ups, what sites to use, what websites to use, how do you deliver the image? Like she's asking me now, how do you make sure the quality of the image is good? Once, and like I posted the other day, it goes beyond just posting to your website or to Etsy. Now, either you can do it as just a side hustle, or you can try to turn it in something everlasting with customers. Now you got to start learning how to build funnels and all of that. So it does take time. I'm not gonna lie, it can be worrisome, but I've had to teach myself that. So I will give you a tidbit, not for you to get overwhelmed with it right now, but if you are learning to design in Canva, people are creating, or if you start getting good yourself, you can start creating your own banners for your own Shopify store or for your own website or whatever you use. I just don't have the time. I pay people to do it myself, do it for me also. But I have a print on demand store that, I didn't want anything very fancy or big for it. I just wanted a simple one-page website, and I designed that in Canva myself. So that is another option. You can design your whole Shopify store or your whole website using Canva templates. They have them in Canva already. You just go and make edits.
It's actually already designed. I would like to probably spruce it up and stuff because I was got some vendors to do the drop shipping. Again, like I just still feel like I was like I probably don't need to just think that I need to understand every aspect, and that's me having control of things, and I know that's a personal thing with me, but I just gotta kind of just do it and publicize it and advertise it. So it's the advertising and to get people. Like when I put something out there, I get orders. Like I've been doing the fans and I was getting all ready for graduation season, doing little things, but I did a couple fans and people were in my box. I was like making 30, 40 fans, like, and that was hands on. So that like took me away from graduation because I was spelling out the orders for the fans, and
Gotcha.
like that. But I still go back and like I said this week, I was just gonna do, practice. Like I want to drop ship a lot of stuff, but
Mhm.
I also want to know how to do it in case somebody locally, may need something or I need something and things like that. So I want to know how to do it and design it. But my ultimate goal is to do digital products and drop ship. Like I work a full-time job, so I
I
mean,
got you.
hopefully I'll be able to walk away from it one day. But I have been investing in myself in like in trainings and things like that. I brought myself a she shed so I can and I have all my supplies and stuff. So I go there and get a peace of mind. So because I'm out of the house, and things
I
like
got
that.
you.
So um but ultimately, I want digital and design for other people too, because I that's what made me think about digital last year. I was doing the boxes, the vending boxes. And so
Okay.
I was again teaching myself Canva and I just started practicing and I'm being these groups and I started posting some of my templates and people are like, can I buy it? And I'm like, oh, buy it. And so I'm like, sure, and
Mhm.
and then I saw it and I'm just like, forget this sitting here hot glue in this box. I can make this one design and sell it 30 times.
Right. Right. That's the beauty of it. I kind of being transparent, I burned myself out actually physical crafting. Just undercharging and just years of just like you said, coming home from work, kids getting older, they're getting involved in things, and just physical crafting just was not in my ball game no more. So, like I said, digital was the thing that I was very interested in. I'm just now taking off with learning how to give people what they want. So I had to make some adjustments, but I will say, just at your pace. I'm that type of person. I want to do it, but I know if it's taking me more than a day or two to get it done, I have to outsource it. And then, like you said, play around with it at your leisure, and when you start learning how to do a little bit more faster, then you can start picking it up. But right now, you want to keep doing the things that's bringing you the money. So especially if the fans and stuff is what's your hot seller right now, I would be starting to think, because I don't think that is going to go away for a minute. They
I
got
don't
a
think so.
whole
They
new
think it's
coming
another
out with it.
song out. Yeah.
That what they was telling me the other night. She was like, they
Yeah.
got a song out for the men. I'm like, what?
It's a
So
song out. And I mean, I really sold a lot. I sold templates. I've sold, and then when it was short, I had then already ordered some fans, and I sold some of my fans. Like whichever way I can get a hustle going, I'm gonna get it going. Like for
I
real.
got you. I got you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So keep up the good work. I love what you posted, and those were beautiful. It was a young lady that asked about them, so I don't know if you saw her comment or not, but I think she was interested in your products as
I
well.
inboxed her the Etsy account. I haven't even looked out there. That's what I need to do. I don't know if Etsy notified. I know Shopify notified me if people go out there, but I don't know if Etsy did. But a couple people did, and I just sent them. I just inboxed them because I know on some people pages they don't want you to post a link. So I didn't
Mm-hmm.
post one. I just inboxed her and gave her my link if she wanted to buy them.
Gotcha. Gotcha. But I got this image uploaded, and I'm gonna show you. I think I'm gonna change the background. So that's the image. Let's change his background and see. I don't think it's transparent. Okay, yeah. So it's not transparent yet. So I'm gonna hit this background remover, and we're gonna see what it does differently. So if you can see, well,
Take the background white again.
let me go back. I'm gonna make so you can see the difference. So that's before, and I'm gonna change this one, remove the background so you'll see the difference. So as you can see, it kind of distorted the text, the white text at the bottom. Well, no, it didn't.
No, because your background was black and your words is black. That's why
Yeah.
I was doing that.
Okay, so I think that that one did pretty good. I don't see too much of a change in that one. So what I would probably do is click on this, hit replace the background. Let me move this over.
Now you
So when-
created this in ChatGPT?
Yes,
Hmm.
yes. So this one I will provide with the family reunion digital product class that we're going to do next Sunday. So when you hit share, you're going to hit download. Over here where it says file, I normally scroll up until it's about 3750 times 3750. Do you see that? And then you can hit transparent background. I normally don't. And then you would download that page 2.
Well, you wouldn't do transparency on this one because you made that the background, right?
Right. Because the white is the background.
Right.
So I would download that. And let's see if the quality. So I'm gonna re-upload it and let's see. And I'm gonna actually open it up in my download. So like I said, the way that I test it out, I will go to Printify. So let me go to Printify and open up Printify, and I'm gonna see when I add this to a t-shirt mock-up, how it tells me the image is. And that's another way too, ladies. You can, those digital designs, you can sell them or with your listing, you can offer multiple ways that they get the design: PNG, JPEG, SVG, because they're, contrary to belief, there are still some people out there that's doing SVG still. So it's going to be tedious. So, I mean, that's up to them if they want to take a design like that and try to use it with SVG, but that's going to be pretty tedious for them.
Now they would use the SVG file to do what? I mean, in Canva or Photoshop?
No, they would use an SVG file to use a cutting machine, like a
Oh,
Cricut
cutting. Okay.
or a Silhouette.
Okay.
Do y'all see Printify?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So let me, just gonna make a copy of that.
So do you do drop shipping or you just do all of your stuff? I mean, you do it all through Printify?
This one here is my faith-based t-shirt business. So this one is print on demand. So this one is dropship. I don't press anything. They can order it from the website, and this company or the company that I chose to do my t-shirts, they will actually ship them to the customer for me.
So you don't have them just go through Printify. You might have a vendor that does it.
Well, they actually, like, they'll order it from my Etsy shop, and my Printify is connected with Etsy. So I don't get to control any of that. Etsy will, I guess what I could say, kind of give my order to one of the vendors that I choose that I want a shirt to be done from, and then they handle it from there. So like with Printify, you do have an option to choose which vendor that you want to go with. I normally try to choose one that has good reviews and the kind of shirts that I want.
So how are you choosing it? It's all set up through Printify?
It's all set up through Printify. Let me see. I think it's down here.
Can
And
you
you
show,
said you don't.
can you
Oh,
show how to do that? I mean, like one day show how to set up your Printify for a print on demand?
Oh yeah, I can quickly show you how you can choose your vendors down here.
okay. And you said you don't press anything anymore?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm still pressing everything.
No,
And I used
ma'am.
to do stuff just to be doing it, and then so I'm just starting off doing it. So that's why I want to tittle tattle about actually doing it a little bit. But my
Mhm.
ultimate goal is is to do the digital and to make templates. I really want and drop ship. I'll do the drop ship, make them think I'm doing it, but yeah, because you could be in there all day, all night, and then got to get up and go to work the next day. I can't.
Yeah, see, that's why I had to make the transition because, like I said, my kids was getting older, getting involved, and all of them are playing instruments and stuff like that. So they have practices, band, and stuff. And then I started working out of state for a little bit last year. So I was on the road 4 out of 7 days of a week. So when I got home during that weekend, I didn't have time for it anymore. So I had to let it go. I had to
So my situation is opposite. I guess what you would call an empty nester. My baby is his second year in college, so it's just me, And so, but I have a grandbaby, and I use him as my poster boy. So I have a 2-year-old grandbaby, so I make stuff and sell it,
mm-hmm.
and design for him and things like that. Just so I use him as my practice and on different things, and then for me and my boyfriend or somewhere I make stuff and then people want to buy it. I'm like, okay, cool, but it really relaxes me. So I'm ultimately looking to be like where I can hopefully walk away from my if I set everything up right, one day walk away from my day job and just do what I like to do.
And that's the thing. If you set it up right, it'll go good. Like I said, my downfall was I came out the door just trying to do something. And like they said, people love cheap and free. So that's what they started knowing me for. And of course, because I was getting the orders, I was doing it. But at the same time, I wore myself out because, like you said, the amount of time that I have to stay up all night doing this and it's not matching up to my bank account, I had to make a transition.
Now that's why going to different seminars and stuff and learning from different people, and they're just like, your price is your price. Don't let nobody talk you down. So I'm like a stickler on that. If I set my price, I'm like, they be like, you charge that? Yes, I do. And
Mhm.
I just in my mind just put myself, if you're not gonna pay for what I say it is, you're not my customer.
That's the bottom line.
You're not my customer.
Okay,
I'm
so do y'all
learning.
see the t-shirts?
Mm-hmm.
So click on t-shirts and it's going to give you a whole, all type of t-shirts they offer.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you can filter it out. Let me go back and try to find women t-shirts. This thing got my thing. I have really been slacking on my print on demand store. I have not done anything to it. I
So when
have
you do
to.
your print on demand store, you do a whole nother store? Like,
Yes, I keep digital separate from anything physical because your digital customers, 9 out of 10 times, are not going to be your physical customers. So a person that's wanting your design, they probably don't want your physical t-shirt. So I keep those two separate.
Mm-hmm.
So with Etsy, I have like 3 stores with Etsy. I have 3. I don't know if you can have that many, but I got 3. And one is digital, one is this print on demand store, and my other one is my sublimation blank store. So I have 3 different stores. I keep them separately. So when I advertise or when I'm posting on social media, most of the times if I'm posting my digital, it's going to be on my current page or my current business page. And my faith-based t-shirts are going to be on another page that I created. So my followers that follow me now on my page, unless I share that content to my personal page, they probably would never see that content because it's on a whole different page with a whole different audience. So I keep those things separated because, like I said, your digital customers may not necessarily be your physical customers.
Mhm. And then
So
you say you
anyways,
have
you filter it and you can click on women's clothing and I'll just hit show results. So normally I order unisex type shirts. I try to get the best type of a lot of people don't like the very heavy Gildan t-shirts. So I'll try, and then a lot of people really don't like the Bella Canvas because they kind of run just a tad bit small. Some of them do. So I look at, so you see this seller right here is the best seller. These sellers offer express delivery, bestseller. I also look at the prices. So if because you have to factor in the prices along with your price that you listed for. So I look at their prices. I look at how many colors they offer, how many print providers. So this is how I find what vendor I want to use for my print on demand store. And you can just scroll down. Normally for my women and my men, I try to choose a t-shirt. I wouldn't choose these big t-shirts for women just because they're probably going to be a little bit more bigger. I'll probably choose something like this up the top, maybe one of these unisex Gildan t-shirts or comfort t-shirts. So if I click on this, it tells you everything that about the t-shirt, how it fits, the sizing. I take all of this information with my listing that I'm going to list in Etsy, and I'm going to add this to my listing as well. So my customer will know exactly what about this t-shirt it is that they're going to get. So they'll know the fabric, how it runs, 100% cotton, all of that. And then when you go down, it shows you what colors this vendor offer. So those are all of your colors that if you choose to go with this vendor, you can do your mock-ups and you could offer your customers these different colors, the sizes that they have, small through 4X. And then this is the area that they allow you to print on the t-shirt. You can print on the front and you can also print on the back. And then that's pretty much how I choose it. Like I said, top rated and the best quality. Their prices start from $12.19. Their shipping is $3.99. You want to factor all of that into your pricing. So with my print on demand store, I add my pricing and my shipping together. So when someone comes to my store, I offer free shipping. But in actuality, they're paying for the shipping. I offer the shipping along with the price.
So like on that, like I think that shirt was like 12, I forgot what it was. So say if that shirt was $10, you would add the $3.99. So your cost for that shirt is $14 roundabout.
No, and then I would add a little bit more on just for me to make a profit. So anywhere from 30 to 45%. So you'll add, it gives you a calculator, I think. I think once you start actually designing it, it gives you a calculator how much of a price margin that you want to make off of this shirt. I normally choose anywhere from 35 to 45%. Let me see if I can show you. I think I got off track. I was supposed to show y'all how to that image, girl. I got to talking about Printify. Right here. The profit margin. Ooh, I told a story. I charge 66%. Okay. So as you can see, this t-shirt right here that I have, I haven't even listed it in my store yet. If someone was to order this t-shirt, they could choose different sizes all the way up to 5X. It tells them the colors that's available for that size. All of them in stock. This is the price that they will see, $28.60. This is the profit, the $18.96, a 66% margin. I can go a little bit lower. I don't know yet. This is how much it's going to cost me for that company to print that shirt, $9.64. And this is how much is the shipping. So $9.64, $4.75. That's going to go to the company that's printing this shirt for me. And out of $28.60, the rest comes to me.
So when you go through Etsy, are you designing all of your things, or would you buy some of those templates and resell them?
for my print on demand store.
Mhm.
I'm only selling the t-shirt. I don't sell the designs on that store.
No, not the, yeah, that's what I mean. But where
Right.
are you getting your designs?
They'll only get the t-shirt. They'll get the physical t-shirt with the design on it. They will not get my design. If I am
Right.
working on some stuff like that this week, I just got to get it off of my computer. I got to think about it. So what I'm thinking about is taking my designs, setting them up on my other Etsy page. And then when I make my post on social media, I'm going to say, hey, new t-shirt design just dropped, new t-shirt just dropped. If you want the actual t-shirt, click this link. If you just want the design, click this link. I still keep them separated. So they'll know when they come to my store, hey, she's only selling the design, because I say that in my listing. You will not get a physical product. This is a design only.
Yeah.
But on my other shop, they get to choose their shipping address and all of that. You'll actually get the physical shirt. You will not get my design.
Right. So I guess the question I'm asking, the designs that you're having this company put on there, you design all of those.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
So the only thing I do here is just upload it
Upload
and
it.
put it on the t-shirt. So let me go back to show you that really quickly.
Would it need to be in PNG to upload?
Yeah, PNG. Okay. I downloaded it as a PNG, and I'm going to see if if it tells me the quality is good with a PNG. If not, then I'll go back and choose a SVG. So I'm going to delete this one. Go ahead, baby.
I have a question. Now, I heard you say your sizes were small to 5X, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we know that if the bigger that the shirt is, then we would want the design to be bigger. Will they choose that, or will you choose the size of the design?
No, they'll actually, the print on demand company is going to print it exactly how you upload it on this t-shirt right here that I'm about to show you. So I used to do that when I did t-shirts, especially with vinyl. My 4 and 5X people, I tried to make the design a little bit bigger. But with print on demand companies, they're going to still, if you see this little box right here,
right?
That's all you have to put your design in. No matter how much more fabric the customer needs, that's all the design they're going to get on that t-shirt.
Okay.
So what I will do is, let me upload that image. I will try to size it on the shirt. I'll try to take up as much as that square as I can.
Okay. Okay.
So what size do you design in?
I design on a 12 by 12.
12 by 12.
Okay.
I design on a 12 by 12. So like this is a 12 by 12 design that I downloaded from Canva. Okay. I would on one message. Sharon. I'm gonna get it right the second time, I promise.
Okay, I'm sorry, my dog is barking. I didn't want you to have to hear it, but I'm with you.
Okay. Do you see how I uploaded this t-shirt to Printify? Now, if you look over here to this right, this is the image that I uploaded. You see where it says high resolution? That's what I normally look for when I'm how to verify if the resolution of the image that the customer is going to get from my digital product is pretty good. So like I said, if you download your image from Canva, I can't think of the other websites off the top of my head, ladies. I will have to drop them in the group. There are some more sites that you can use to upscale. They call it upscaling your image, making the resolution of it better. But I normally use Canva, like I said, but I think it's 3750 times 3750 px is what I want to make sure that I download that image for when I send it to my customer, so they'll have the best resolution possible of that image. So if I zoom in, let's see. If I zoom in, that's what the image should look like when the customer get it. It should be that looks crystal clear to me.
Right. It does. Okay. All right. Well, that helps me. I just always, I feel like, well, it looks clear to me, but Like I had bought a couple off of Etsy, and
Mhm.
when I downloaded them, it was like, okay. So that just made me a little leery of, posting some of them, or, trying to sell some of them.
Yeah, you always want to upscale it. I'm gonna look for those. After I cook dinner for the kids, I'm gonna look for those sites and I'll post them in the group. You will always want to upscale them because even for me, if
Mhm.
I just download it straight from Midjourney or Chat GPT and I
Mhm.
post it in the group, I always tell you guys to go into Canva and make edits to it because it might be a little blurry. Downloading it from or taking images off of Facebook when we see somebody saying freebie, you stuff like that. I will always upscale it because it might look a whole lot different once you go to sublimated or something like that. Your customer may come back and say, hey, it was blurry or something like that. At least you'll download it and know for yourself, hey, I did, upscale it before I gave it to you.
Now, is the Mid Journey? I know in Mid Journey they have a couple different options to upscale. Is
Mm-hmm.
that enough, or would you still take it from there into Canva, and upscale it?
It's all about preference. I would say just still download it. You can download it, your upscale from Midjourney and upload it into Canva.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what I guess what's the setting that you upscaled it in Midjourney. If you think it was good enough in Midjourney that they did a good job, you can
Mm-hmm.
always kind of test it. Just bring it into Canva, put it on a mock-up. I will say, if you all have used any mock-ups in Canva, I know I have. I think some of the ones that I listed in the group this week. Anytime I use Canva mock-ups, it always looks blurry. I don't know why.
Okay.
But that may be an option. Take it into a mock-up and see, does it look a little blurry? The black don't look black or something like that. Then you
Mm-hmm.
may just want to upscale it again. But I promise you guys, I'm gonna look up those websites and
Okay.
I'm gonna post them in the group, those upscaling websites, because that is something that a good question and a good concern, because you don't want your customers asking for refunds or leaving you bad reviews on Etsy because your image was a little blurry.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, this is pretty much how I would do it. If I get a high resolution over here, I would roll with that. Let's see if it gives me that same, if it says the same from the original, the one before I took it. Okay, so this is the original
Oh,
one. Let me
yeah.
delete this one. This is the original, the one that I took it to Canva before I deleted the white background.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see how that was a little blurry? Let me
Yeah.
look. It looked blurry from the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says 69.
Uh-huh.
So if you would have took that in Canva, you took it to 1.875. If you would have took that to 2 or 3, do you think it would have gave you the whole 300 DPI?
Oh, we can try it. Now I will say, I try to, that's the most that I try to upload, because the website that I use to, if I'm not giving resale rights to an image and I try to email it to my customers, it always says that the image is too big.
Yeah, yeah.
So the more that you go up on that file, the more that it's going to get bigger. So I can only try it and see. So you can go back to Canva, hit download. It's going to be page 2. And if you go up to 4,000, I probably wouldn't go no higher than 45.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, the higher that you go up,
The caution signs come up.
and it's just telling you that the image is going to be so big, it's going to take longer to download.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably wouldn't go no higher than 45, 47, 50.
The 45 probably would do, because I know it was at 270 something like that.
370, 50. So I downloaded it, and let me take it back into Printify, and I'm gonna upload it and see what it says.
Oh, it's over 300.
Yeah, 350 PI. So, and then the bigger that you make it, that number is going to go up. So like I said, I try to use as much of the square that I can,
But actually
especially
goes
when I'm doing
down.
my print on demand.
So it goes down when you make it bigger.
Did it go down or up?
Down. When you make it smaller, it go up. When you make it bigger, it go down.
Yeah, it did. So,
Which, if you filling up most of that screen, that square, you
right.
yeah.
So if you're going to be trying to fill up most of your square, you're probably going to want to try to download it is the highest quality that you can.
So question, and I know what she was asking. So say this right here is a family reunion shirt, right? And they're gonna fill up that square. Do it be smaller for babies? You know, like say if you get a kid shirt, it would be smaller. It would,
Right.
okay.
Because you'll go into
You'll upload it for each size.
right. You're gonna
Okay.
go when you searching for your shirts, you'll go over here to the kids' clothing and you just say you find a kids t-shirt. So I'm gonna find a baby t-shirt.
Toddler right there.
I got so much stuff popped up on this screen. I can't even see. Let's see. Let's say this t-shirt right here. And you start designing, you're still going to get that box, but it's not going to be as big as the other one.
But you use the same one file.
Right. Okay. But you will have to go and choose your baby t-shirt. It's not going to just automatically. So as you can see with this one, I only have so much to work with this one.
So what you do is you adjust this right here. Cause like, you know, like some shirts, like say if I was to do that and I would do DTL and I would get the shirt and whatever. Actually, you make more money on here, but I probably would do like, I usually do my t-shirts like $25, but I'm doing DTF. If you do this right here, you would just kind of adjust your stuff to make sure, like, if you want to keep, well, there'd be a different company in a roundabout way, so that you can do whatever price you want on this. Okay.
You can price your print on demand. Is like I said, I might come down on my profit margin, but you're gonna cover their fee, their shipping fee, and give yourself some of the profit off of it. So as long as you cover the shipping fee, especially with Etsy, cover the shipping fee, their fee, cover
Etsy
all
fee.
of Etsy fees, and then pay yourself.
Right. Okay.
So I think we kind of got that. Like I said, I'll go back. I have a whole listing, guys. This week I'm taking a break from the group because I gotta get organized, but I will drop those in the group, those sites that you can use to upscale your images. Deborah, Lanita, do y'all have any questions as far as the challenge this week? I know we did a lot. We had the favors, we had the coloring books, we had the t-shirts, mock-ups. Were you ladies able to get anything done this week and created, listed, ready to go and post? Because they're gonna be looking for y'all designs this week. This is probably the last week in May. So we got about 3 weeks before Juneteenth.
I listed the party favors and the fans, them the two that I did.
Okay. And with these party favors, like I said, you could go in and change anything about those. I created those little kids. This is that mock-up I was talking about that looks blurry in Canva. To me, that looks very blurry. And that was the me just dragging this image onto that mock-up. I don't know, for some reason that just looked blurry to me versus the actual image of her being uploaded.
Do you in Canva, do you download your image and then upload it on there? Because sometimes I've noticed that, but then sometimes I take it and I just do a screenshot of it and then paste it into my mock-up.
Now that might be it too, because I think I did screenshot that. So let me bring you up here. I think with this, let me remember, chip bag. I believe with this chip bag, I did snip this front cover. And then I pasted it back into Canva. So that might have something to do with it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Versus actually downloading the entire template and then re-uploading it back into Canva. I think I did snip it. So I don't think when I snip it, I'm not even sure if it gives me the option to upscale it or not. I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't. So that might be another issue. You might want to download your actual template or your actual page and then re-upload it back into Canva. Snipping it might just make it.
It's just quicker. That's all it is.
It is. It's very quick now. Depending on what I'm working on, I just learned about Snippet maybe about a month ago. I was
I've been doing
all this stuff and loading it back up in here.
I've been doing it, and my friend, hers won't let her do a screenshot. I'm like, girl, that's so much, so much better.
I found out because I went back over to my uploads and I had all these pictures uploaded in my. I'm like, so you mean to tell me I've been snipping this stuff and I could have just, I've been downloading, I could have just snipped it. Okay, so I had that saves time too, ladies. So if y'all don't know about snipping it, if you have the snip tool on your computer and you just want to snip or capture a picture or something on your design because you're going to upload it back into Canva, you can do that instead of having to download that whole template page and re-uploading it back into Canva. So, Miss Lewis, where are you with your Juneteenth designs? Have you finished creating, listing them, and ready to go?
I only got through the days through to the party favors, and I left town. I'm just so happened to be messing on my phone and saw that you were online, so I jumped on. I won't be able to get the rest of it. I got the t-shirts, the like I said, the first 3 days, the coloring book, I didn't get to post it, but I did get it done. And when I get back in tomorrow, so by Tuesday, everything will be uploaded and I can also post it into the group. But I did get it started into the middle of it.
As long as you're moving the needle. I know sometimes we look at other people's progress and you're like, hey, I'm behind, or I totally had to give up on graduation because I was so done with it. But as long as you're moving the needle, you're doing things and you're getting it done. So that's good. So hopefully by the time Tuesday comes, at least you'll be able to upload something into the, like I was telling her that right now the fans are, I don't think they're going nowhere for a while. They got a whole nother men's thing going on with fans and stuff right now. So I'm actually, in my mind, I was riding home a minute ago. I'm like, I think I'm about to get into some of these faith-based fans because I know that will probably pop. But long as you move the needle and you keep going, any questions that you have as far as what website are you using? What site are you uploading to?
For digital, it's on Beacons.
Beacons. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So if you need any help with beacons, like I said, I'm not familiar with beacons a lot, but like I was just showing her how to make sure that your images are clear. You don't want your customers purchasing your download saying, hey, your image was blurry. So even with the images that I drop in the group, ladies, make sure that y'all go back and use some type of upscaling tool to kind of make the image a little bit more clear. So your customer, and even with my listings on Etsy, I use ChatGPT to create my mock-up sometimes, but I also on my listing, I show them what the actual image is, just in case it's a little variation from the mock-up. So they can't say, well, hey, this is different from what the mock-up, but no, I made an arrow and show you this is the actual image right here.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm proud. Y'all did good this week. Like I said, we had t-shirts, coloring books, fans. I did post a few templates in the group, sales templates, so you can use those to promote your products. You can use those to sell your products. You can sell them pretty much. So take advantage of those so you don't have to reinventing the wheel trying to figure out how I'm going to make this post pretty. Just take those templates, plug your mock-ups or your pictures into them, get ChatGPT or whatever you use to write your caption for it, and post it to your social media page.
So the pictures you gave us, like when I did the t-shirt too. I did the mock-up for the t-shirt. So even those, the stuff that you provided, we're able to go ahead and put them on our page and use them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
And when I'm cleaning out my computer over the next day or two, I still got Juneteenth stuff, so I'll be dropping that in. Then we're finna get ready to move on. I gotta get in the habit myself of getting ahead of the game. So we're going into June. I need to be working on summer things. Back to school by the end of June is what is my plan. I'm always when the time get here now, I'm trying to get done with it, but I'm trying to stay ahead of the game. So yes, I'll be dropping more stuff. Anything that I provide to you guys inside of the group that's not watermarked, or I don't say there's a link to it, that means that you can download that and resell it instantly. I have no problem with that.
So these are really nice too. I mean, I've been looking at them, but so you just did all of these in ChatGPT?
The images?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. Now, like with the fan right here that's in Canva, that's on the page, I went in and I removed her background and I kind of added some some stuff, elements from Canva to kind of make it look Wild Wild West. And the wording, I made this nutrition fact in ChatGPT as well.
Oh, okay.
It has Juneteenth facts on it. So yeah, like I said, when you take any image into Canva and you want to remove the background or you want to upscale it. So like with this image here, it was actually a darker red. Let me see if I have the original image over here. It was a darker red. Okay, yeah. So if y'all could see that really quick. You see how I removed the white background and then I chose a different red and a different green to make it brighter? That's how it gave me from ChatGPT, but I went into Canva and made those red and green brighter. You can do that as well.
Okay, I have a question about the fans. Did you sell the image for the fans on your Printify shop? Do they disperse the fans as well?
No, ma'am. I sell the images on my Etsy store.
On your Etsy store. Okay. Okay. Got it.
I sell the images and the mock-ups. I gave them a bundle. So they bought the image and then I sold them the mock-up as well. So they can go ahead and instantly start reposting it to their page on my Etsy store.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
Gotcha.
Do you do Stand Store?
I have done Stand Store, but I went away from Stand Store. I'm with this other system called Systeme.io because they pretty much have everything that I need. I'm beyond I'm just selling the digital product stage. So now I'm in the process when I make my funnels and stuff, and that platform gives me everything I need for a better price than what Stand Store offers.
Can you explain funnels? I'm starting to see that at different places where people are selling digital images, and I've just probably in the past week or so started seeing people talk about funnels, but I didn't fully understand it.
Funnels is basically a customer journey. So when you sell a product to your customer, especially on Etsy, when you sell your product on Etsy, that's not your customer. That's Etsy's customer. So yes, they put in their email address, but they don't belong to you. So you can't just be emailing them. But when you have a customer come to your store and they purchase something from you, you now collect their email address. So now they're part of your ecosystem in your community. So funnels is basically, if I offer you something for free, now you consented that I can email you. Now I'm going to be nurturing you and sending you emails and talking to you in your email. And I might send you sale promos, or I might just send you, hey, how you doing? And I'm just going to keep talking to you until I get you to a point where you're buying something that's more of my core product. Does that make sense?
It does. Okay.
So funnels.
It's basically marketing.
Right.
Okay.
Funnels is taking your customer on a journey from, you got my free item. Now I'm trying to either get you into a paid membership or to a course or to my community or something like that. But until you say, hey girl, yeah, I'm gonna give you the money for this course, I'm going to keep nurturing you on the way. Like, hey, I'm talking to you. I'm babying you. I'm trying to get you warmed up to get to know me. Basically, I want you to get to know me and trust me to say, hey, yes, I will give you X amount of dollars for whatever you offering me, because you have been nurturing me and telling me and just kind of guiding me through wherever I'm. Most of my people that come into my funnel, I know they're into digital products. So I don't offer anything physical. So you can't be in my funnel unless you're trying to get into digital products. So either you're trying to get to the digital bag. So I'm going to be nurturing you that way and teaching you and giving you things that's going to help you push you to that point. So you say, hey, I really like her. I trust her. Yes, I'm willing to spend my money with her membership. And that's a funnel. You funnel people. That's how you funnel people through. Okay. Now, like I was saying before, Stand Store and other sites, they do have funnels, but the site that I use, I chose this one because for the same amount of money that I will pay with Stand Store, it offers me more. I have more. I can send more emails. I can have more customers. I have unlimited everything. I can build unlimited funnels, all of that, versus what Stand Store offers. Stand Store is a good option for beginners. I'm not going to knock it, but I'm beyond the beginner stage. I'm trying to get more into the advanced funneling stage, if that makes sense.
Now, yeah, you just said that the Stand Store was, is it more user friendly than Etsy as far as just starting out, do you think?
I would say just starting out, I would probably go with Etsy, but you got to remember Etsy is a search engine. So just like Etsy is almost like Google. So anytime you put something in Etsy, 9 out of 10 times a listing from Google is going to pop up. So with Stand Store, if you want those customers to become your customers, I would say that's a good platform to start with, but there are so many. I would say there's Beacons, there's Gumroad, there are so many platforms. No, it's all about preference. Whether you, especially I will suggest this, whatever one that you go with, when they offer you that free trial, try to utilize those days for those free trials and play with that platform and see if it's user friendly for you before the trial ends and you start paying the money for it. Because what Stand Store may be hot for someone else and they said that they liking it, you may be like, I really didn't get down with it. I like Beacons, or I like another platform. So it's really about preference. I would say that easy to navigate, and it's about the money, because a lot of them, like I said, I have been through about 3 or 4 of them, even my Shopify store, where I love Shopify, but I just couldn't get down with how to capture people's emails. So this one here just do it all for me. So it's really about pricing for me. How much can I afford it? And does it have everything that I need right now that paying for. So with Stan Store, like I said, I think their cheapest plan, I think is like $29 or something now. But you don't get the option to have email marketing, and you don't get the options of funnel when you go to people funnels and they give you something free, or you buy something from someone and the next page pop up and say, hey, hold up, before you exit out this page, would you like this? You can upsell them. I don't think they offer that on the lower packages, and that's why I'm on a different platform, because those are things that I need.
And just to say what I got a Stan Store too, but I've been looking around on different things with the Stan Store. Only how people gonna know if you advertise yourself. Etsy has its own community. If they search for some, your stuff will show up.
Mm-hmm. So that's another good tip. I'm glad you said that. Even if you have a Shopify, a Stan Store, Gumroad, whatever website that you have, people, I had a person that say, I'm not making sales on Etsy. Are you posting? Websites like that, you have to be consistently posting and sharing your links, or else you can't drive traffic to those websites. Like she said, with Etsy, they have their own built-in search engine, because that's what Etsy is. And you can pay them to put your stuff up front for people to find you. They take a little bit of the money, but hey, you can do that for a little while to get people interested in your shop and start saving your shop and whatnot, then you can cut that off. But it's just basically, especially because of the world of digital products and just the internet and social media, period, you have to be putting your stuff out there for people to see, especially your link. If you don't have a link in your bio, if you just put your website in your about me page on your social media page, so when people do lurk, because they do come to your page and say, hey, let me see who she is or what she's all about, there is your website right there. They can click on it and it'll take them to your Etsy page or your link in bio or wherever you want them to go.
How long have you been just doing the digital?
Girl, I started digital back in 2022. I would say I shifted back to my crafters maybe the end of last year, because the beginning of last year I was talking to everybody. So when I be telling y'all stuff, I'm not just pulling it off of ChatGPT. I'm telling you from experience. I was talking to everybody. Hey, do you want to do digital products? Digital products. And I got lost in the world, like I said, in the sea of everybody else talking about digital products, because I wasn't really knowing who I was talking to. I was just saying, hey, somebody come learn about this, but wasn't nobody interested until I told my coach back here at the end of the year, I said, okay, I'm going to give this crafting one more try because I felt like I lost a lot of my customers. I did. I lost a lot of my customers and I lost a lot of my audience when I stopped doing physical products. When I stopped doing physical products, people were like, why are you stopped? I sold all of my crafting stuff. Because I was dead serious, like I'm going digital. So I've been doing it since 22, and I've been really having the ball rolling not that long. I would say probably October of last year. So I actually just started this group in January or February. And like I said, I had another group before. It was any and everybody that wanted to do digital products, but how I could talk to you guys about crafting for an hour or so, I can't do that with another niche because I can't relate with hairstylists and lash techs. I could tell you how to make a digital product, but I can't give you that experience in that 101 look, hey, that crafting eye, because I'm not a lash tech or a hairstylist. But with a crafter, I know what all comes with that, and I can easily talk about that for hours on top of hours. So. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, well, I'm proud of y'all. At least y'all, Miss Webb, at least you got a lot going. So good job on that. Miss Lewis, I really want to see your listings. By the end of the week, I'll give you at least one. I want to see at least one.
Definitely.
Tag me in your Facebook post once you create your advertisement for that.
Okay.
Put urgency on y'all posts. Like, we ain't giving people like, hey, you can come get this next month. Let them know, hey, I have this for X amount of dollars and the sale is only going to last until tomorrow. Because the more that you give people time to make a decision to make a purchase, the more they're not going to take it serious and have any type of urgency going to purchase your product. They're going to assume that whatever your advertisement is going to be there for forever. So like I did my teacher appreciation bundle. I had people coming back. Did I miss it? Yes, because I took that off. I'm through with teacher's appreciation. So give them urgency, give them a deadline, give them a listing, and yeah, we have about 3 weeks before Juneteenth. So if y'all, I will be dropping. I'm gonna write myself a note. I'm gonna drop those upscaling sites. I have more. I think it's like wallpaper for Juneteenth. I'll drop those in the group as well. I have more images that I created that I didn't do anything with. I'll drop those in the group probably tonight or tomorrow. So if you ladies want to use any of those to create more chip bags or more treats or more fans, you can do that. I think some will be cool as well for the kids if you did kids fans as well. So I'll drop some more of those images in the group as well tonight. But I hope that I touched on everything that you ladies needed answers for. Did I miss anybody?
No, you did very well. You've answered a whole lot of my questions I've been trying to get answers for. So.
Okay. That's why I said come talk to me on Sunday. I've been out and about this morning, so I'm ready to I didn't have this type of clarity and mentorship when I was first starting. Like I said, people threw it on my plate and was like, no, here's digital products. And, offered to help me along the road and didn't. So I literally, from start to where I am now, I had to teach myself how to do this. I make my own funnels. I don't outsource anyone from Fiverr. I create my own funnels. I create my own mock-ups, all of that stuff. So those are things that I had to learn. And I know that other people that's wanted to go further down the line, they're wanting to learn these things too. So that's why I'm so free and free-hearted in giving out that information, because I know how hard it is wanting to get to Z from A to B, okay?
Yeah, that's what I don't, because every time you try to learn something, then they go to talk about funnels and the SEO. I've seen all of that stuff, but it just be like, how do you keep everything just together? I don't know. It's just becoming overwhelming. And then sometimes you'll be like, oh, okay, no, but that you're in the funnel because you're getting all these emails from different people and stuff. And that you'd be like, oh, okay, let me go on and buy something. So it worked because it worked on you.
And take note, even with mine, take note of what I do. So like on Sunday, I didn't send an email today because I didn't want to worry people with this, because I knew I had this call this evening. And I'm going to be absent from the group this week. So there wasn't really nothing for them to come into the group to see. But take note, whenever you get in someone's funnels, take note of what they're doing. Like, hey, okay, she sold me this, or I got this freebie. Okay, next she's talking to me this way. Oh, she emails me every Sunday and Wednesday. Oh, on Wednesday, she dropped freebies. Take note. That's the nurturing, because people are going to look forward to that. They be like, okay, where's she at? Normally on Wednesday, she dropping this, or Sunday, she talking about this. Take note of that. So when you start building your own funnels, you'll know how to nurture your customers. Because what I did was I had an email list 2 years ago, and I didn't email them because I didn't know what to say. Like I said, I had a mix of everybody. I don't know what niche they was in. They was just seeing something I offered and they opted in for it, but I couldn't tell you if they baked cakes, if they washed cars, if they did nothing until I had to get more precise this year. Like, okay, now I just want to focus on crafters because I know that area really well, and I can talk about that all day and all night. So we gonna definitely get into funnels later on. I have a lot of beginners in here, so I'm trying to get them comfortable with the group and comfortable with what they're doing. But we will definitely be getting to funnels later on, because like I mentioned the other day, Etsy customers are not your customers. You cannot email those people. You don't have their opt-in consent to do that. So if you
Mhm.
start emailing them, be like, why is she emailing me? I didn't tell her she could email me. But another trick that I was told another lady this morning, in my thank you notes on my Etsy shop, I link I say, hey, if you want more freebies not listed here, click on this link. So if they decide to click on that link and go to my landing page and get my freebies, I now have your email address, because on my freebies, you opted in for me to email you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm. So it's more than one way to skin a cat, but you got to do it the right way. And you don't want to ignore anybody. But like, why she keep sending me all these emails? I all I wanted was the image, or because she emailing me every week. So those are other ways, because now if you come into my landing page and you say, yes, I want that, I tell you that you will be receiving marketing emails from me, which you can opt out at any time. But hey, it's worth a try for me to keep you in my ecosystem.
Okay. Okay, that explains a lot. Thank you.
No problem. So thank you, ladies, for joining in with me. I really appreciate it. I hope that I was able to answer any questions, but it looked like you ladies were already on board. You guys didn't have too many trouble. Only thing y'all are working on is uploading and getting your posts and your content out there for this week. So good job on that. I'm proud of you. Like I said, I will be in and out of the group this week, but I will be dropping more information on the family reunion class next week, which will probably be Sunday. I may run a poll to see what is a best time or a better day for people. So just be on the lookout for that. And I'll drop the those upscaling links and the rest of the Juneteenth stuff that I have on my computer once I clean it off tonight. Feel free to use it, sell it. You can upscale it, clean it up, put it on your Etsy store tonight. Digital image, $2.50. You can do it however you want to do it. Like I said, anything I put in the group for you, you are free to sell it or use it for your own personal use. Okay.
Wow, thank you.
I got a question now. If you do, I know I'm going out of town this coming weekend. If you do Saturday, Sunday, if I miss it, would it be recorded?
Yeah, it'll be recorded.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, ladies. I've been out all morning ripping and running. I'm gonna go ahead and cook these kids some dinner because I know they probably peek around the corner now.
Thank you
But if
so
y'all
much.
have any more questions, anything like that, just feel free to add me in the group, because Facebook doing something crazy now. I'm not getting a lot of, because I am sharing content in a lot of places and people are commenting and stuff like that. A lot of important stuff get lost in the sauce. So I normally don't see a lot of stuff. So if you need me for any reason, just add me and I will come in and give you my feedback or give you some pointers or tips. Okay.
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 Thank
All
you.
right.
All right. I'll see
Thank
y'all in the group this week, and y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and y'all have a very, very, very blessed week ahead. Okay.
All
You
right.
as well. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.